in the labyrinth of American politics, one party stands as a beacon of functionality amidst the chaos: the Democratic Party. As we traverse the contemporary political landscape, it's essential to acknowledge that while criticisms abound, as I've demonstrated in the contrasting video, What the Democratic Party Gets Wrong, the Democratic Party has made significant strides in areas that impact the everyday lives of millions. But what does it mean to be the sole functioning political party left in America? I discussed the Republican Party in our video, The Rise and Fall of the Republican Party. Watch that next. This question not only invites scrutiny of its actions and policies, but also highlights the vital role it plays in safeguarding democratic values in an increasingly polarized environment. The Democratic Party's legacy is one of evolution, resilience, and ambition. Historically rooted in ideals that reflect social justice, equality, and the common good, the party has continuously adapted to the shifting tides of public opinion and societal needs. However, the party's identity is not without its challenges. How can it maintain its core values while addressing the diverse needs of its constituents? The answers lie in a closer examination of its achievements and the principles that guide its actions. At the crux of this examination is the Democratic Party's unwavering commitment to the ideals of social justice and economic equity. The struggle for civil rights, labor rights, and healthcare access defines much of its modern narrative. Each policy initiative and legislative achievement is a step towards a more just society, challenging the notion that progress is linear. The party's ability to navigate complex social issues and to articulate a vision of inclusivity and opportunity for all is where its strength lies. As we delve deeper into the Democratic Party's framework, we will uncover the historical context that shaped its core values, revealing how these principles continue to resonate with a diverse electorate. But what specific achievements illustrate these values in action? This exploration promises to shine a light on the party's impactful policies, showcasing the successes that affirm its relevance in today's society. Stay tuned as we uncover the essential pillars that support the Democratic Party's mission and the profound implications of its role in American governance. To truly understand what the Democratic Party gets right today, we must first journey back in time, exploring its historical roots and evolution. The Democratic Party, founded in the early 19th century, has undergone numerous transformations, yet its core mission has often centered around the principles of democracy and social welfare. This rich history provides a backdrop against which the party's current actions can be evaluated. One of the party's most significant milestones occurred during the Civil Rights Movement, where it played a crucial role in championing racial equality and justice. Figures like Franklin D. Roosevelt and Lyndon B. Johnson used their presidencies to promote landmark legislation that sought to dismantle systemic discrimination. However, the 21st century presents a different challenge. The Republican Party, once a formidable opponent, is now facing significant internal divisions that threaten its functionality. This fragmentation raises questions about the future of political discourse in America. What does it mean for a single party to dominate the political arena? As we navigate this new landscape, the Democratic Party's ability to present a coherent and inclusive agenda becomes increasingly vital. This challenge is not merely about maintaining power. It's about fostering an environment where diverse voices can contribute to the national narrative. The Democratic Party must grapple with the dual challenge of preserving its progressive roots while addressing the concerns of a broader electorate. The implications of the Democratic Party's position in this fragmented political environment are profound. It serves as a reminder of the importance of collective action and unity in the face of divisive politics. By emphasizing inclusivity and social responsibility, the party has the potential to reclaim the narrative around progress and equity. As we continue our exploration, we will delve into the core values that guide the party today, revealing how these principles manifest in policy decisions and their impact on society. Stay with us as we uncover the guiding values that have shaped the Democratic Party's identity and their relevance in addressing contemporary challenges. These values are not just historical artifacts. They are the driving force behind policies that strive to create a more just and equitable society. As we delve into the core values that define the Democratic Party, it becomes clear that these principles are more than just political slogans. They are the lifeblood of its identity. At the heart of the party's mission lies an unwavering commitment to social justice, economic equity, and the belief that government should work for the people. These values resonate deeply within the fabric of American society, shaping the discourse on pressing issues and guiding policy decisions that affect millions. The Democratic Party has historically positioned itself as the champion of civil rights and social justice. This commitment is evident in its advocacy for marginalized communities and its efforts to dismantle systemic inequalities. From the Civil Rights Act of 1964 to the Marriage Equality Act, the party has taken significant steps to ensure that all Americans, regardless of race, gender, or sexual orientation, have access to the same rights and opportunities. However, the challenge remains. How can the party continue to advocate for social justice in an increasingly diverse and complex society? Moreover, the party's focus on economic equity is equally critical. The Democratic Party champions policies aimed at reducing wealth inequality and empowering working-class families. Initiatives such as raising the minimum wage, supporting labor unions, and implementing progressive taxation are crucial elements of this mission. Yet, as economic disparities widen, the party must confront the question of how to address the needs of those who feel left behind by globalization and technological advancements. In the face of these challenges, the Democratic Party's core values serve as a guiding light. They remind us that progress is not merely a destination, but an ongoing journey that requires persistent advocacy and engagement. The party's commitment to inclusivity and economic justice positions it uniquely to address the complexities of modern governance. As we transition to the next section, we will explore specific policy achievements that illustrate how these core values translate into actionable initiatives. What successes can the Democratic Party point to as evidence of its commitment to social justice and economic equity? The answers will not only highlight the party's accomplishments, but also offer insights into its potential to navigate future challenges effectively. Having established the foundational values of the Democratic Party, it's time to explore the tangible outcomes of these principles in action. The party's policy achievements reflect its commitment to creating a more just and equitable society. From healthcare reform to environmental sustainability, these initiatives underscore the Democratic Party's role as a champion of progress in an often tumultuous political landscape. One of the most notable achievements is the passage of the Affordable Care Act, ACA, a landmark piece of legislation that expanded healthcare access to millions of Americans. The ACA sought to address the critical issue of healthcare inequality by providing coverage for those who were previously uninsured or underinsured. By prohibiting insurers from denying coverage due to pre-existing conditions and expanding Medicaid in many states, the Democratic Party has made significant strides toward ensuring that healthcare is a right, not a privilege. However, the ongoing debate around healthcare reform poses a new challenge. How can the party build on this foundation to address rising costs and improve access for all? In addition to healthcare, the Democratic Party has been at the forefront of addressing climate change, a pressing issue that affects every aspect of life on Earth. The party's commitment to environmental justice is exemplified by its support for the Green New Deal and investments in renewable energy. These initiatives aim to create jobs, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and transition the economy towards sustainable practices. Yet, as the climate crisis intensifies, the party must navigate the complexities of balancing economic growth with environmental stewardship. The question remains, can the Democratic Party lead the charge toward a sustainable future while also addressing the concerns of workers in traditional energy sectors? Education is another area where the Democratic Party has made significant strides. By advocating for increased funding for public schools, expanding access to early childhood education, and supporting initiatives for student debt relief, the party seeks to level the playing field for all students. However, challenges persist, particularly concerning the rising cost of higher education and the burden of student debt on young Americans. How can the party continue to innovate in education policy to ensure that all individuals have access to the tools they need to succeed in a rapidly changing world? These policy achievements illustrate how the Democratic Party embodies its core values through concrete actions. As we transition to the next section, we will examine the party's role in governance and its capacity to enact change in a divided political landscape. What strategies does the Democratic Party employ to maintain bipartisan support and foster collaboration? And how does this impact its ability to govern effectively? Stay with us as we uncover the complexities of democratic governance and the implications for the future of American democracy. As we continue our exploration of what the Democratic Party gets right, it is essential to examine its role in governance within a complex and often divided political landscape. The party's effectiveness in enacting change is not solely determined by its policies, but also by its ability to navigate a fractured political environment and foster collaboration across the aisle. In an era where bipartisan cooperation seems increasingly elusive, how does the Democratic Party manage to maintain its relevance and drive progress? One of the defining characteristics of the Democratic Party is its commitment to bipartisanship. While the political climate often fosters an us versus them mentality, many Democratic leaders recognize the importance of working with their Republican counterparts to achieve meaningful legislation. Examples of successful bipartisan efforts abound, from the passage of the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act to recent discussions around gun control and public health initiatives. These collaborations underscore the party's understanding that effective governance requires a willingness to engage in dialogue and compromise, even in a polarized atmosphere. However, this approach is not without its challenges. The party faces pressure from its progressive base to pursue bold, sweeping reforms, while simultaneously needing to appeal to moderate voters who may be wary of drastic changes. Striking this balance is crucial for the party's success in upcoming elections and its long-term viability as the primary political force in America. The question looms large. Can the Democratic Party effectively unify its diverse coalition while maintaining its core principles? Moreover, the Democratic Party's influence extends beyond federal governance. It is also evident at state and local levels, where many Democrats have successfully implemented progressive policies that address community needs. From expanding access to affordable housing in urban areas to advocating for criminal justice reform, Democratic leadership at various levels has demonstrated the potential for positive change. These local successes provide a blueprint for how the party can capitalize on its strengths to foster growth and development, ultimately enhancing the quality of life for its constituents. As we prepare to conclude this exploration, it is essential to reflect on the future of the Democratic Party. The challenges ahead are significant, but so too are the opportunities for growth and renewal. How can the party leverage its historical legacy, core values, and policy achievements to create a more inclusive and equitable future? The answers will not only determine the Democratic Party's trajectory, but also shape the broader landscape of American democracy. Stay tuned as we delve into the future of the Democratic Party in our concluding section, where we will discuss the challenges it faces and the opportunities for growth that lie ahead. What does the path forward look like, and how can the party navigate the complexities of a changing political landscape? As we arrive at the conclusion of our exploration into what the Democratic Party gets right, it is essential to reflect on the journey we've taken. From its historical roots in advocating for civil rights and social justice to its contemporary role in governance, the Democratic Party has demonstrated a commitment to the ideals of equity, inclusivity, and progress. Yet, the road ahead is fraught with challenges that require resilience, unity, and a renewed focus on the needs of all Americans. The Democratic Party's ability to adapt to the shifting political landscape while maintaining its core values is a testament to its enduring relevance. The achievements we discussed, such as healthcare reform, climate action, and educational initiatives, highlight the party's role as a catalyst for change. However, the party must also confront the pressures of a polarized environment, balancing the demands of its progressive base with the necessity of bipartisan cooperation. The ongoing dialogue within the party about its direction and priorities will play a crucial role in determining its future success. Looking ahead, the Democratic Party stands at a crossroads. It must harness the momentum of its successes while addressing the pressing challenges that remain. This includes finding innovative solutions to economic disparities, climate change, and social justice issues that resonate with an increasingly diverse electorate. The opportunity exists for the party to lead the charge toward a more equitable society, but this requires a collective commitment to understanding the complexities of modern governance and the needs of all citizens. As we conclude this exploration of the Democratic Party's strengths, it is clear that the journey toward a more just and equitable world is far from over. The party's role as the only functioning political party left in America carries significant weight and responsibility. It has the potential to shape the future of democracy, and with that, the opportunity to inspire a renewed sense of hope and purpose among its constituents. Thank you for engaging with this discussion. Our channel, known as the Renaissance Spirit, is dedicated to the pursuits of a just, equitable, and humanitarian world. We cover an array of topics including history, politics, religion, personal development, society, culture, social and environmental justice, and other subjects related to the liberal arts and sciences, including insights drawn from ancient Rome and the Roman Empire in apt comparison and contrast to our modern world. These topics are perfect for the true modern polymath, as the Renaissance ushered in a golden age of knowledge, both lost to time and yet to be discovered. It gave birth to the Enlightenment and the Age of Reason, embracing truth, knowledge, and a compassionate understanding of humanity and our shared history, opens the world to each of us, enhancing our individual lives and improving humanity as a whole. The Renaissance spirit is more than just a philosophy or style. It embodies a way of living, learning, growing, and thinking. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, and share our content. If you're looking to explore and experience what life has to offer, I'm sure you'll enjoy the other videos on my channel. Feel free to peruse the content and let me know in the comments what resonates with you and what other topics you'd like to see. But first, take the quiz next to see if you're a Renaissance spirit. Vive Renaissance Spiritus! History has not died, only our understanding of it has.